A major fire incident has rocked Lagos Island, and Governor Babijide Sanwo-Olu has taken a decisive action that has everyone talking. The 25-story Great Nigeria Insurance Building, popularly known as the GNI building, located on Martin Street near the busy Balogun Market area, went up in flames on Wednesday evening, and what the governor saw when he inspected the scene on Thursday has led to an immediate demolition order. The fire started late Wednesday afternoon around 4:41 p.m. and emergency responders from the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service rushed to the scene within 12 minutes. Fire crews from Ebute Elefun and Dolphin fire stations, reinforced by teams from Sari Igamu Fire Station and the Alausa headquarters, battled the inferno through the night. According to reports, the fire began on the 4th and 5th floors of the building before spreading rapidly upward, consuming floor after floor of the high-rise structure. What makes this incident particularly alarming is what investigators have discovered about how the building was being used. The GNI building, which was originally designed and constructed to serve as office space, had been converted into a large-scale warehouse. Governor Sanwo-Olu revealed during his inspection that most floors of the building were being used to store highly combustible and inflammable materials, which explains why the fire spread so quickly and burned with such intensity. This misuse of the building transformed what should have been a relatively controlled office environment into a tinderbox waiting for a spark. The governor, who personally monitored the situation throughout Wednesday night and into Thursday morning, remained in constant communication with emergency responders. At 3:40 a.m., when the fire had largely subsided, Governor Sanwo-Olu was still receiving updates and issuing directives to ensure no one was left behind in the building. His commitment to prioritizing human life over property has been evident throughout this crisis. Thankfully, no lives were lost in this incident, but between 7 and 10 people sustained injuries during the fire and were quickly transported to hospitals by ambulances operated by the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency. The swift response of emergency teams, including the Lagos State Fire Service, Federal Fire Service, Nigerian Ports Authority fire units, and various corporate organizations with firefighting capacity, helped prevent what could have been a far worse disaster. However, the damage to the structure has been extensive. Governor Sanwo-Olu confirmed that parts of the building suffered partial collapse during the fire, compromising its structural integrity. The inferno also damaged at least 2 neighboring buildings extensively and partially affected 3 others. This is the reality of fire incidents on Lagos Island, where buildings are densely packed together and narrow streets make access difficult for emergency vehicles. Following his on-the-spot assessment on Thursday, the governor wasted no time in announcing that the entire GNI building must be demolished. He has constituted a committee headed by the Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Gbenga Oyerinde, to advise the government on the safest and fastest method of bringing down the structure within the next few days. This decision was not made lightly, but out of absolute necessity for public safety. If you are learning something valuable here and you want to stay informed about breaking news and important developments across Lagos State, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell so you never miss any updates. Your support keeps us bringing you timely and accurate information. Governor Sanwo-Olu also revealed something disturbing about the GNI building's history. This is not the first time the structure has experienced fire incidents. The building has had repeated fire outbreaks in recent years, and safety concerns have been raised multiple times about its misuse as a storage facility instead of the office complex it was designed to be. The governor emphasized that this pattern of storing inflammable materials in buildings not designed for such purposes, especially in densely populated commercial areas, must stop. The operational challenges faced by firefighters during this incident highlight the unique difficulties of fighting fires on Lagos Island. The Federal Fire Service Operational Commander in Lagos, Musa Emmanuel, explained that firefighters battled complications including the close proximity of buildings, congested access routes, water supply challenges, and the unknown contents of various structures in the area. Despite these obstacles, multiple fire tankers and area ladder equipment worked throughout the night to contain the blaze. The governor used this opportunity to issue a strong warning to residents and business owners across Lagos State. He stressed that people must stop storing highly inflammable materials in residential and office buildings, particularly in densely populated market areas. This is especially critical during the dry season, which runs from December through February, when harmattan conditions significantly increase fire risks. The combination of low humidity, dry winds, and the increased use of electrical appliances creates a perfect storm for fire incidents. Governor Sanwo-Olu announced that his administration will intensify advocacy and enforcement efforts to ensure compliance with safety regulations. The state government is committed to preventing a repeat of such incidents through stricter monitoring of how buildings are used and ensuring that property owners adhere to the purposes for which their structures were originally designed and approved. The fire at the GNI building serves as a wake-up call for everyone. Building owners must understand that converting office spaces into warehouses without proper authorization and safety measures puts countless lives at risk. The fact that this particular building had experienced previous fire incidents makes the recent tragedy even more preventable and frustrating. As the demolition committee begins its work, residents and traders in the affected area have been advised to stay away from the site for their own safety. Security agencies have cordoned off the area and safety assessments are ongoing to prevent secondary incidents. The governor has assured all Lagosians that the situation is under control and that the government remains fully committed to protecting lives and property. This incident raises important questions about building safety enforcement, proper use of commercial spaces, and the need for regular inspections. How many other buildings across Lagos are being misused in similar ways? How many are storing materials they were never designed to handle? These are questions that demand urgent attention and action. What do you think about this fire incident and the governor's decision to demolish the building? Do you believe enough is being done to enforce building safety regulations in Lagos? Have you noticed buildings in your area being used for purposes they were not designed for? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Let's have this important conversation about how we can all contribute to making Lagos safer for everyone who lives and works here.